back to my YouTube channel, and in today's beginner's Unity tutorial I'm going to be going over how to do sort of like an intro story, or like if you wanted to do like maybe a cutscene for a game and have like text displaying on the screen. So this is kind of my one already done, so I'm going to kind of go over how to do it, and then I will kind of go through and play through what I've done after. So obviously you would have a blank brand new scene, so all you would have is like main camera, and you may have like a directional light. So first of all, what you need to do is go to Window, Sequencing, and then Timeline. So this is basically what the timeline is. It may display up here. I've just dragged mine down to the lower hierarchy. And then it would give you a prompt to create a new timeline. So that's what I did to obviously get the timeline to show. And then what you would want to do is go down to UI and Canvas, which is what I have here. And then from there, go to UI text. You can either just use normal text or TextMesh Pro. I used TextMesh Pro, and then just write whatever you want to write for your story. So once you've done the first piece of text, you drag it from the hierarchy like this into the bottom here, and then you would add it as an activation track, which is what I did to get it to look like this. You can set the text to show for however long you want, and then each piece of text that you want to drag in, you just drag in and make it start from where you want it to. So obviously I've got 4 bits of text, and then I've got I created an empty game object, so just a create empty. I called it next scene, and then I made a script. So this is the script that I used. So the only thing I changed at the top was using Unity scene management. So basically that is like using the build settings. So if I go to file and build settings, basically you want the story part to start before whatever else you have in your scene. So I have a menu and I have a level. So I've just made sure that the story, the text thing that we're making now, starts before the thing that I want to start. And then I've just put void on enable, so when it gets to that specific object. So if I go to my timeline, you can see that my scene object starts here. So basically, once this piece of text finishes, I want it to enable my menu, because that's what the next scene is. So you put scene management.load scene, and then in the little brackets you put whatever your scene is called. Mine was called main menu. Load scene mode.single, and then that's all you do, and you drag it onto this empty game object that we made. And then if you go back to Canvas, we would obviously drag this down into our hierarchy and add it as an activation tracker again. They all are added as an activation tracker. And if I, for example, if I play this, we can see the final intro, like story or cutscene, whichever you want to do. This can be used for a wide range of things. So as you can see, it goes from one piece of text to the other as it follows the timeline at the bottom, as you can see. And then once this one finishes, it will load my main menu, which is what I wanted it to. So that's how to do a like intro story to your game or a cutscene in your game.